Oh, boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Joe PT, and for today, yes, as the title says, I decided to create a Patreon, and this is because of bad news that I've been receiving lately. I mean, the channel is doing fine with the subscribers and the viewers. I get like 100 subscribers more and less per month, which is whoa, it's insane, okay? And related to viewers, well, this month is not going well, but the other months was nice. I think it's related to the fact that this month big games was only like Prey and the Search Show. I think it's normal because the big games haven't been coming out lately, and it's normal that the viewers are not as much as it used to be. But that's not the problem. I mean, subscribers and viewers, I think it's fine. The problem comes with the revenues, with the money. So, AdSense or Google or YouTube have been making a lot my life and the content creators more difficult. So I used to make like 15 bucks per month. 15 bucks, it's not even close to what is necessary to buy a AAA game. It's true, but it was useful in many ways. I mean, to pay to Origin Access, like for example, that provides you the videos for Need for Speed, for Mirror's Edge Catalyst, to Battlefield 1, to recently the Mass Effect Andromeda. It was all the money from the AdSense that I paid like $4 to add access to that and to make the video for you guys. So yes, I had to put my own money to that. It's not the first time I had to put my own money countless times. Like for example, for the video of Rise of the Tomb Raider, a ton of people had requested me to do that video on the time, and there wasn't a non-strictly legal way to get the game, so I had to really invest my own money into buy the game. And that is why I'm a pain in the ass when it comes to adblock things and when I claim to disable adblock, because we can make the channel better, we can buy games that we aren't supposed to buy or to get, and benchmark it. You know, I don't have money, I mean, I don't have any income, I don't work, I still live on my parents' house, so things are difficult, you know, and sometimes I do this work, which is, it's not a job, but it was almost as it was because it's very time consuming sometimes. And I mean, it's kind of hard to work without the right tools, you know. I would love to expand this channel a lot. I would love to cover the games that you want. I would love to have more builds, more PCs. I don't know, I would love to have a new microphone, because this microphone that I'm using, it's the microphone that a friend of mine has been like lended me. It's not even mine, it's from a friend. It's actually surprisingly good for the look of it. Okay, it's not the one that is recording this channel, this video I mean, but it is the microphone that I use on the videos. Okay, so it's actually surprising. I would love to have something better. You might notice that I complain about my Xbox controller, right? This is the state that my Xbox controller is, so this just broke down, and so I had like to, the only way to work is to, you know, to do this, and I had to put all this tape around it to work. That is why sometimes it just fails. If I mess around with it, it just fails. Channel is just like a bankrupt guy trying to make benchmarks. And so, like I was telling you, I used to make 15 bucks per month, and since 2017 started, Google, which is the owner of AdSense, which is what pays us with the ads and what displays ads and what sells ads, which is the owner of the YouTube, had made like bad decisions to the content creators. I don't know what hell they have done, but my revenues gone through 15 bucks to like 50 bucks. 15 bucks. I mean, well, it had passed from 15 bucks to 9 bucks or 8 bucks, so $9, $8, so it starts to decrease. And then something happened, and this one was the worst. So the terrorists that have been putting bombs on Europe, more recently now on Manchester, unfortunately. I'm very sad for that. There are some sympathizers that go to the YouTube and display like they put videos things like, for example, kill everyone, fuck off the people, just stab them on the back. So what the hell is this? And so there was also PewDiePie making like jokes, which is I didn't find anything special about the jokes. I mean they were like Nazi jokes, but I mean that's black humor. There is nothing wrong with it in my opinion. But McDonald's and Coca-Cola, many advertisers that uses AdSense and pays to Google to advertise, which then comes money to us, to the content creators, just saw that, they didn't like that, and just got out of YouTube, got out of AdSense, got out of Google. So there is no longer ads from McDonald's or Coca-Cola or wherever, which was one of the biggest, it was the biggest advertisers on the YouTube. And now, instead of making $9 or $8, I make like $4 per month. So, and you might say, okay, so yes, this guy wants money, but for what? For the channel, guys. I mean, do you think things are free? People are requesting almost every day. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds video. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds video. I try to get access. I mean, I get the games. The way that I get the games is I try to contact with the developers first and the publishers. I have like Terminals.io, Keymailer. I have their emails. I try to contact them requesting the games. But we just have like 2,000 subscribers. So most of them just go say something like, go fuck yourself. Okay? But even so, some developers were kind of nice, like for example, Conan Exiles provide us the key. There were many other games that I'm now not remember, but many developers had already provided us some keys that are actually my friends, which have a Steam Family Share account with me, that sometimes have games that I don't, which is very helpful. But most of the time, and being very honest in here, most of the games that I get in here to benchmark comes from a non-strict legal way. And you know what I mean by that. It's not that I really like to do it. I mean, every time I want to play a game seriously, when I want to complete the game from the beginning to the end, I buy the games, and I encourage you to do the same thing, because games are not cheap to do, especially on this time where all the people are they really want something that is expensive, like for example a GTA, an Uncharted, or whatever the game that is a very big blockbuster, like for example Prey, or even The Search. They are all very expensive games to develop. So I fully encourage you to buy the games. I do buy the games, that is why I have 300 games on Steam. And in fact, I don't even have the time to complete the games. I usually buy them on sale, because I don't have the money. And I used to work, so I worked like for 4 years. I had tons of money, so it was fine by that time. Okay, but I mean, I usually get the games from non-strictly legal ways. Okay, but there are games that are impossible, like for example, like I told you, Rise of the Tomb Raider. On that time it was impossible, so I had to invest my own money. Now people want PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. It costs $30 on Steam. Probably on Kinguin or G2A is more cheaper, but I think I try to contact the guys, the developers, the publishers, but they don't care, because they are having so much success that they don't need to provide keys to the YouTubers to promote their games. Okay, so it's not working, guys. I mean, I need money. I really need money in order to make this channel work. Okay, I know that I have been a lot helpful to you guys, because I do cover this very old desktop that I have, and I do cover this more recent desktop laptop, I mean, but with a very low-end graphic card, which is the users of the GT 740M, which is the same as the GT 912M. I know that you guys might not have too much money, but if you want to support the channel via Patreon, I will be gladly helpful. And not only, I mean, the money that you give to me via Patreon, it is to support the channel. And in a way to prove that, you will know what is happening to the money, because that's my idea. If you Patreon me, I have 3 things for you guys. The 3 things is, the first one, you have the ability to request things. So let's imagine that you pledge $1. that you are giving $1 to me per month for my work, which is great in my opinion. But $1 don't really pay battlegrounds. $1 don't really pay the $30 or $30 from the battlegrounds. So you have the ability to request the game, but I'm not going to do it, unfortunately. But although the idea is, it is not only you to be my patron, but for example, let's imagine that I have like we have like 10 Patreon guys pledging $1. So you know that $10 is entering the channel per month. And the idea is that, okay, might not be possible to do the video on this month, but on the next month, I will be having $20 and maybe I can get the key from Kingwin or from G2A and I can make the video if you want. So we have the money and you might say, okay, I want, now that we have the money, I want a video about Battlegrounds, okay? I am putting money on your channel, I want a video of Battlegrounds, okay? So, and I go there and say, okay, so let's make some voting. People vote if they want to spend the money that is on the vote of the channel on the Battlegrounds. So, yeah, people want. Okay, so I pick up the money. Okay, I pick up the money from the Patreon, and bam! I do the video I do the video of the Battlegrounds, and we are all happy. I'm happy because I made the video. It's not that I care about the game. I know it's an awesome game, but I don't really care too much about Battle Royale. And I know that many people will enjoy to watch that video. Not only you, but all the community, all my subscribers, and all the people that want to know if they can run the game or not. Obviously, your names as a patron will be displayed on that video, but not only on that video, will be displayed on every video, because if you are supporting me with money, I think it's important that all the people knows how much you are giving in every video. So it's a thing. I will put an animation at the very beginning of the video showing that this is the people that are my Patreon. This one gave $1, this one gave 10, this one gave 2, this one gave 3. Okay, this is the idea, and I will give you the opportunity to have the results of the benchmarks much more sooner than you expect, because okay, this benchmark channel is a little bit complicated. So usually I benchmark the games in all the settings, usually, okay, that doesn't mean that is always, and I do that without recording. So I use Fraps, which have a tool for benchmarking where you press a key and it registers the frame rates to a log file, which is an Excel file. And I usually use those Excel files to see what frame rate did I get, or did I got, I mean, on a certain part of the game that I played. And so I repeat that sequence for the low settings, medium settings, high settings, ultra settings. I also monitor the VRAM usage, RAM usage, CPU usage, and GPU usage through MSI Afterburner. Okay, I use MSI Afterburner for that too. So it means that I usually play the same sequence of a game, or I play the same level for 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times, whatever the times that is necessary to understand what performance do I get. So it's a lot of work. Sometimes it's 3-4 hours to do that. So I put a lot of time into this thing to receive $4. That is not even for me, it's for the channel. So yeah, it's pretty much it. So I put a lot of effort into this, but I usually save those files. I put it in just one Excel file and I save on the cloud. That's what I usually do. After that, I record the video with the best settings that I feel that is the best settings for me to play. I edit with the Wondershare Filmora, which is the software that I have for edition. It's a very cheap software, but it is quite nice. And I do my voiceover, but since I live on my parents' house yet, their bedroom, it's just after this door, and sometimes I'm making the benchmarks during night or trying to make the videos during the night time, and they are sleeping, so I can't just talk, and I need to wait until the next day so I can talk. And then I talk, I render the video, and then my internet connection is so slow that takes like half a day to upload. And so as you can see, sometimes I already had the benchmark done like for 1 day or 2 days, but I don't have a way to show to you the results. But if you are my patron, I will give you my contact, my email, and the access to my OneDrive folder. So it means, and I will notify you every time I make a new benchmark. So you can get those results 1 day or 2 days sooner than the video is online, because of the edition, the render, the upload. All of that takes tons of time for me, especially because I live with my parents. It's difficult to be alone and do something alone without getting interrupted all the time. That is also the fact that they go sleep very soon. And that is also the fact that my internet upload is so slow. And that is not your fault, obviously, but with that, what I want to say is that I can provide the results more sooner. So yes, there is 3 advantages of being my patron. You can decide what benchmarks to do with the money that you gave, and the other ones gave too, okay. You get access to the benchmarks more sooner than any other person, and also your name will be displayed at the very beginning, and that is really, really important, because without of you guys, without your help with the Patreon, if you don't pledge me, if nobody pledge me on the Patreon, I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue to do this, because this is really time consuming. I'm finishing my school, and I'm pretty sure that I will have less and less time. And so the money is still for the channel. It's not going for me. It's not going for my stuff. It's still on the channel. It's still on the benchmark. But, you know, people requesting games over time and requesting games that needs to put some money into it, and I don't have the money to put. That really makes me very sad, and makes me want to quit of doing these videos. So I really need your help. So with your help, if I know that I can make benchmarks of every game out there that you need, I'm really pretty sure that I get very motivated and I will continue to deliver the videos. But if things starts to be this way, I mean, people requesting games over time that I can't just do the videos, I just get sad, and I think that, okay, I lose like 4 or 5 hours to do a benchmark to a system, and then more 5 or 4 hours to do a benchmark to the other system, and I start to think that I start to see like no money at all coming to the channel, no possibilities to work. It's just very bad. I really need your help, guys. So if you can, just pledge me $1, which is the minimum. Pledge whatever you want. I mean, you must be. Not all the people have money, so I understand that. I'm broke too, so we don't have too much money. So that's the thing. So if you want to help, there is a Patreon link on the description. Thank you a lot for staying with me until now. Hope you did enjoy the video. This was a lot of confessions over here, like strict, non-strict with legal games. I'm pretty sure publishers won't be liking this one. But I really needed to be honest with you, because I am always honest with you, and I think that is good for a good relationship between patrons. So I want you guys to be my patrons. Okay, please support me if you like this channel. Guys, goodbye.